This video, I'm gonna do some crazy predictions. Hello everybody, my name is Dennis and today we're gonna discuss semi-final 2 for Eurovision 2026. I'm just gonna say, I think semi-final 2 is really strong this year. It is much stronger than semi-final 1. And we're gonna predict qualifiers, non-qualifiers, gray zone, who are dead on arrival. And we're just gonna see, we're gonna divide everything in tiers. So the first tier is like safe qualifiers. There's no way in this universe that they're not qualifying. I'm betting my life on them qualifying. So we have only 3 countries in this tier. So the first country I have in the safe zone is Australia. Australia is a safe qualifier. Delta can put out a show. We saw her at Norwegian pre-party. She was great there. Crazy vocals, crazy everything. She has money for staging. We expect show from her. Okay, we expect the best of her, and I think she's gonna give us the best. So Australia is out of the equation. It is qualifying for sure. Next one is Denmark. Let's be honest, Denmark is pretty like unique. You know, it is like the song is not that unique on its own, but then performance, at least that we've seen on national final, it elevated the song so much that nobody predicted him to win, and then he won the entire contest. So I think it is pretty safe there. There is audience for that. He has charisma. He's like really nice person. So yeah, I don't have anything else to say. It is a safe qualifier. And the next one, safe qualifier, is Ukraine. Let's get it out of the way. Ukraine is qualifying. You may be mad about it, you may be not mad about it, and I think the song is pretty strong. You guys don't see it maybe, but it has a hella long note. 30 freaking seconds. Can you hold it? I can't. So let me actually try. That was like 15, so I'm halfway there. But she can do it for 30 seconds. Second of all, it is Ukraine. It does good with televoting. So both 30 seconds give jury appeal. And then televote, give televoting appeal, public appeal. Ukraine is gonna end up in top 2 or top 1 this semi-final 2. So I don't see any way Ukraine is not qualifying. Next we go into the gray category. It is like qualifier. So here's the gate to the final. You're qualifying, but there's a small thing there on the ground, you know, that may prevent them from qualifying. So the first country here is Cyprus. I don't think I need to explain much. Cyprus is a really good song. Some people don't get the hype. I'm one of those people, but I have to admit the song is great. It has great staging potential. She is also great. The second one in this tier is Czechia. Why I put Czechia in here? Because Czechia does poorly with televoting, but it is such a great song. It has great jury appeal. Juries are gonna go crazy for his vocals. And from what we hear from Czech officials, they say he can sing it live and he can sing it really good, which I'm hoping for. So I really think Czechia will do good with it, and Czechia will be like fine qualifying. Even if people don't give it too many points, it is still gonna end up great. The last country in the gray zone tier, which is kind of like you're qualifying for sure, but there may be something to prevent you from this, is Malta. I'm pretty confident in Malta. It does pretty good with public voting. I think people overlook Malta. I think it is a great song for juries, and I think some people, you know, in the last video I made reference to grandmas laying on their couch and casting 20 votes. So I think Malta is gonna have a great appeal for those grandmas that are gonna just see him, this handsome man, going Bella, Bella, and they're just gonna melt for him, you know? So I think Malta is pretty safe, and I don't have anything else to say. I think people just overlook Malta. The staging is gonna be great. I hope he just, you know, I hope he just takes staging from his national final and put it into the Eurovision in Vienna, and it is gonna be good for me. His vocals are on point, so I think Aiden, good job on qualifying. I can say it already. Next, we go into the red tier. It is kind of like, ooh, I don't know about you if I let you in, but sure, I will try to let you pass, but I may not. So that is kind of like tier that I'm just gonna say, like, I cannot guarantee it. I think it is gonna qualify for reasons that I say, but it may also not qualify. So now we're kind of entering the danger zone where it is, I'm still kind of like, sure, it will qualify, but at the same time, I'm not too confident in that. So the first song is, hey, let's stop for a second. I just want to tell you about a free mobile game without any ads that I created myself. Crazy Way doesn't need Wi-Fi, so you can play it on the bus, in school, or at work. The good thing, it is totally free to play. You never have to pay for anything. The game has multiple fun game modes which you can explore. The main one is you're a cube and by swiping you have to get to the portal. And in limited time you have to complete as many levels, you have to enter as many portals as you can. The game is available for Android for free. Because I don't make any money out of the game, I will really appreciate if you can just take a second to download it and write an honest review. You can find all the links in the description. Thank you very much. Let's continue. Armenia. So Paloma Rumba, it has great televote appeal, and Armenia does really good with public voting. Let's not forget that. And also, wait, let me look at the semifinal. I think Armenia, that is the only song. Oh, I think Cyprus also has the song like that. But Armenia, I think that is like such an energetic song. It is like all over the place. And I think Armenia will do great because of that, because it is kind of like, ooh, you wanna like dance about it and you will remember the Paloma Rumba, let's go. So I think it should be fine, like Armenia should be fine, like for all the listed reasons. I don't see it not qualifying. Next one is, we're still in the red zone, but we're entering the kind of like, I'm getting personally hated zone, you know? We're getting into the zone of me getting personally hated. Norway, I'm gonna say Norway. It is still going in the kind of like qualifying, but not sure tier, because first, he has great charisma. Let's just put it straight out there. He has great charisma. Second of all, people from Eurovision community see it as kind of like too simple, and he looks like Damiano David. But do you think grandmas laying on their couch will actually remember Damiano David from 2021? Do you think they will remember Måneskin? No, they will not. So they're just gonna vote for something new. And yeah, it will get stuck in their head, and it will get stuck in everybody's head. And they will be just like, oh, such a nice song. Like, it is not too complicated, but with his charisma, with his great voice, he will be able to deliver it live and qualify. I wouldn't say, like, in my list, it is like number 8. I would say it may end up like 9s or 10s, but it is still a qualifier. Like, I don't see a world where it is not qualifying, okay? Maybe that world is already there. Maybe you're watching it from the future and you're like shitting on me right now with my prediction. But I think Norway should qualify. And then we're done with Red Dawn. Now we go into Hunger Games. As I call it, Hunger Games Dawn is, I just list all the countries that I think are gonna end up kind of like in Hunger Games, and they're gonna be fighting for survival. And then out of those Hunger Games countries, I choose 2, because we have 2 spots left. I choose 2 that I think have the biggest chance of qualifying, and I'll explain why. Let me see my list. Am I gonna get hated for my choice? I don't think I'm getting I'm getting hated. Let me list my Hunger Games. Hunger Games are between Romania, Latvia, Switzerland, Albania, and Bulgaria. I just listed the countries that are in Hunger Games. And out of those, I have to choose 2 countries that will not, that only 2 countries will qualify. Only 2 of them will qualify in my view of the world. The first one is gonna be Romania. So the only concern with Romania that I have, that we have both Norway and Switzerland, and even kind of like Armenia, I would say there, that are playing the same type and genre of the songs. It is all rock and metal, sure, but that is the only thing I have there. And Romania, I would say, with really high opera notes, it looks kind of cheaper. Let's go eliminating. So the first country that I don't think will be the one is Latvia. Then I don't think that Switzerland is qualifying. And then Bulgaria is not qualifying. That leaves only Albania as a qualifier. Thank you very much for watching, because some of the people, when I don't say Bulgaria, they closed this video and already started typing really hateful comments. Same with Latvia. Latvia, you're already typing like, oh, how could you not put Latvia in? So I'm gonna go one by one why I don't think it is qualifier. First, I'm gonna start with Albania, why I think it is qualifier. Albania. So first, we're gonna have captions on the screen, and it will help so much for people to understand the song. Let's remember grandmas laying on their couch. They're gonna see the lyrics about their kids leaving home, and of course they will relate to that. I'm sure Alice, I think Alice, or not Alice, Alice. She can introduce a great performance also. So I think Albania should be the one qualifying. Now we go with Latvia. Why I don't think Latvia will qualify? First, because I said we have too many jury appeal entries. Australia, Denmark maybe because of his vocals, Ukraine, Czechia, Malta, Norway with his great voice will also be there. Albania. So we have 7 already, and those are above Latvia in almost every single sense, except for lyrics, because lyrics in Latvia are really deep. I understand that, but not everybody will get the lyrics, you know? So Latvia, for that reason, is not qualifying. Switzerland, as much as I love the song from Swiss this year, I don't think it is qualifying. It has if it was in the semifinal 1, I would put it in qualifiers. But semifinal 2 is too strong. So we have to get it out of the way. It is a really nice song, but I don't think that it is really Eurovision style, even though I put it out there just in case I'm wrong about everything. And like you're watching it after the final and you're like, you got wrong all of your predictions. Switzerland may have a Daslocado phenomenon like Daslocado had last year, where nobody predicted it and then it qualified because people just didn't want to have crazy visuals on the stage, and they were just choosing something minimalistic. So I think Switzerland has this chance there to qualify because of that audience. And then Bulgaria. I'm getting hated for that. I already know. You can spank my ass. So Bulgaria, why it is not a qualifier? Easy. There are much more better songs of this style. Let's just put it that way. Cyprus is going to be the biggest enemy of Bulgaria. People who are going to vote for Cyprus are going to be entire Eurovision community, because they're going to be like, oh, Cyprus, we love that. Yeah. And then I don't think grandmas are going to understand Bangarangaran, Bangarangaran. And Dara, she doesn't look too confident on the stage, at least now. And also now looking at the list of countries, I don't think there's any country except for Albania really that would vote for Bulgaria in that semifinal. And also Bulgaria, it is just coming back from a big break, so people don't really remember it recently. So I think Bulgaria, it just has too many small factors that add up, and then it is going to be a shocking non-qualifier. And starting, like, getting myself looking at the last year, where I predicted like 7 out of 10 qualifications, and it was really bad for me. Because then, like, I think half of the people like guessed like 7 qualifications only, because looking at the last year, where nobody got their predictions right. Nobody. I gotta expect that the same randomness is gonna be this year. So I have to be I have to put randomness, but at the same time, more thinking process into who I think will qualify. Because let's be honest, Bulgaria, there are better options than Bulgaria. Let's just put it that way. You may hate me, but it is a fact. There are better options. And I'm not sure she can do great staging, honestly. And she's not confident enough. But she can improve all those things and prove me wrong. I'll only support her proving me wrong. I'll only support that, okay? So, that is all. Every country that I didn't mention, they're dead on arrival. Bro, they don't have a chance in the final. They don't have a chance to qualify. So, thank you very much. I will see you in the next video. And download my game. And you can watch my semi-final one vid, because it was also pretty good. I did some also crazy predictions, because of which I will get hated. So, thank you very much for watching. And see you in the next video. Bye.